So you guys just completed your 6-week program, and I know you signed up with Ruthie because you're a client referral, but she came very nervous. And the main thing I want to iterate is that she was a nervous, just
Yes.
past 6-month-old puppy.
Yes.
And then can you just tell me about the progress?
I can start. Before we started training, this would not have been possible. In this kind of setting with the people everywhere, she would be all over the place. Before we started, she was really unable to hold any position for longer than 3 or 4 seconds, so this is obviously a big improvement. In terms of her nervousness, the training isn't directed at taking away her nervousness, but over time the impact of the different exercises have made her a more calm dog overall, so it's been really great.
She's also so much better with people in the house. The people that we had in the house, it used to be she would immediately go into wild, barking, scared. Oh, we could not get her out of bed. Now, since we've been through the training, we do what we need to do. She goes to her, her place past the door, and she stops barking for the most part. And so we don't have that dread anymore of somebody ringing the doorbell. It's like, oh. So that's been a big change. And overall, I just think the e-collar, I think for her is almost, I don't know what I say, it's not soothing, but I think having that discipline for her is really good.
For her, it actually is soothing, right? Because remember, we had our first class, and how nervous she got, and then she calmed down towards the end of the class, and then when you came back, class 2. Right within that week, I think
she was just so much better, and so it really helps. It really helps her, I think. Kind of just understand what she's supposed to do, which we were not really we were not achieving through like treat training. We just weren't getting at it consistently, and now she really is.
And that's something that people don't. I get where it comes from. I'm against food. But dogs don't give each other treats for things.
No, they don't.
They bite each other, and now we're not biting her, but this is as close as we can get to it.
I thought the way you explained it was really good, and I've repeated it to people who are like, well, isn't that kind of hard on the dog? I'm like, no. Have you ever watched dogs interact together? That's how they decide who's on top. I mean, they like to play with each other in a very rough way, and she loves to play that way. So for this, is just having the same response, but using it to help her understand what she needs to do.
And it's very non-confrontational. That's the biggest thing as well for a nervous dog. Like, I understand not wanting to use consequence, because you're going to create more nervousness, which is true. But here, we didn't ever have to yell at her, be forceful with her, yank her or anything like that. It was all just done through, it's very indirect. The whole thing in the house, with backing away people, like it's not like most people, they get frustrated and they're yelling, and the yelling is actually what creates more issues.
We've talked about that. It's just like we get frustrated and we start raising our voices. She gets
frustrated,
she gets excited. This way, when she gets that signal, she starts to think, okay, what do I need to do in response to this? And for the most part, she doesn't. She's just a lot better of a dog. I mean, we were really worried at the beginning that she wasn't. We were gonna not be able to handle her. But
and I was like, I see this all the time.
We're good with her. She's good with us, so it's good. So.
Last one would just be: would you recommend e-collar to anyone else?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, we already have.
I was someone who was very resistant towards it, but I've seen the way that she responds with soothing, and then also the way that she responds by wagging her tail, and she's showing us that she enjoys doing the commands, responding positively, and it just had such I watched all the videos, I did all the training, I tried to do all the research, and she just it was not what she needed.
We could not walk her. She would just be all over the place. Sometimes she would stop walking. Now we take her for a walk. I can walk all the way to the lake with her and back again. She's totally fine. I couldn't imagine at the beginning that I would be able to do that.
It took us 45 minutes to get here for our first training session.
I mean, she would just be like, now she's just
one,
she just gets here. So that's good. Yeah, she's great.
Awesome. Yeah, you do the homework, get the results, so I always tell everybody it's a great job. It was a pleasure working with you, and thank you again. Thank you for taking the time for doing this video.
Of course, we're always happy to do that.